Today on X-Play.
Man, this is my court.
We batten our Kaitos origins, bomb some men, and get a basketball Jones.
I could be Shaq.
Start your engines. It's X-Play.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Adam Sessler. Morgan Webb.
Prepare to be reviewed.
Prepare to be reviewed. This is X-Play.
Skilled often yours, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Hello and welcome to X-Play, a distance education course in the practice and theory of square dancing.
Today we explore the roots of square dance in the 17th century French court and give practical advice on dating your cousins and chewing tobacco. Then later, we're going to review some games.
Like Baten Kaitos Origins, a game as incomprehensible as its title.
We review Bomberman for the PSP, which promises to make improvised incendiary devices fun again.
And we attempt to kill several similarly named birds with a single virus in our look at the various licensed games for the NBA.
But we begin with an homage to America's #1 motorsport sanctioning body. I don't know precisely what that means, but every time I intro a NASCAR game talking about how Mississippi leads the country in illiteracy, I get letters. Poorly spelled letters. So here's a review of NASCAR 07. The roar of the engines. The smell of burning rubber. Ugh. The sickening crunch of fiberglass on metal. The complete covering of every surface in sight with logos for watered-down beer and high-interest credit cards. That means it must be NASCAR season again and time for EA Sports' annual stock car simulator, NASCAR 07. What's that? The season actually started back in February and EA didn't release their game until September? Sounds like a certain game maker we know isn't living up to the get-her-done spirit. And after all this time, serious hardcore NASCAR fans like yours truly is getting a rehashing of last year's edition. And for a game where you essentially turn left, and more left, and left again, and Whoa, did I just turn right? A lack of anything really new or innovative is a bummer the size of your average NASCAR fan's Krispy Kreme engorged tuchus. But that said, NASCAR 07 still has just about everything a fan of turning left over and over again, and no, we don't mean Al Franken, could possibly want. All the real-world drivers on the Nextel Cup, NBS, and Craftsman truck circuits are here. Gosh, that Dale Jr. in a pair of Wranglers is every gal's dream. There are real-world tracks from the circuits, plus some fantasy tracks to mix up the action. Where is this, Tatooine? In every possible kind of vehicle you'd want to drive, just as long as you want to drive a stock car, a stock truck, or one of these weird go-kart looking things that they make the newbies drive. They're built like that so they can turn left, and a little more left. That's not to say there's no strategy in the game. You can make friends and enemies on the track, but sadly there's no post-racing fighting game. Too bad. I've heard that mild-mannered Kenny Wallace actually does an amazing back roundhouse kick.
Drive hard, tighten those belts, and let's see if you have what it takes.
There's a career mode and Team AI, but it was all here last year, too. It's like getting re-gifted at Christmas. Again. Like I said, if you're a NASCAR fan and last year's game satisfied all your needs, then good news! You can buy the same game this year. But for the rest of you non-fans, or as I like to call you, candy-ass liberals, there's not much here to find appealing. If you're trying to get interested in the sport, just kick back on your couch with a tall boy of Bud, a bag of pork rinds, and watch them turn left and left. Ah, forget it. We give NASCAR 07 a 2 out of 5.
Nothing is quite so American as the high-speed, rubber-scented circulation of a bunch of men who read at the 5th grade level. When the day comes and we can no longer waste thousands of gallons of precious gasoline on such a pointless endeavor, why our empire will have failed.
And we all know who will replace us. India, that billion-strong faux vegetarian tech support call-taking behemoth of a nation. Or the Chinese. But certainly not Japan, because while they may be technologically advanced and financially powerful, they're already in decline. You want proof? Here's Baten Kaitos Origins.
One of the few RPG refugees that made it to the GameCube's purple shores was Baten Kaitos Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. Lucky for all 27 of you people who bought it, there's now a prequel, Baten Kaitos Origins. Origins dumps you right in the middle of the gameplay without preamble. This shouldn't be a problem, seeing as how it's nearly identical to its predecessor.
We'll all be killed if we don't do something.
So do something! I'll write the story. Let me guess. There's probably a young hero with some sort of memory problem who's fighting a vastly overwhelming Evo Fascio magical empire.
It's too soon to reveal my hand.
The bow you're wearing really takes the edge off the evil mastermind thing. Cliché burden boy of action who will save us all is named Sagi.
This is kind of overdue, but I'm Sagi.
Rhymes with Saki,
Saki!
which I could use a lot of right now.
Sagi.
Saki!
Baten Kaitos features voice acting aplenty of surprisingly good quality.
Show me your wings again.
All right, take a good look.
Does it count as sexual harassment if her wings were asking for it?
This had better not be another ploy to see my wings.
And apparently nothing says prequel like improved breast physics on the shopkeepers.
Sagi.
Sake!
Origins uses the same painted background art style as the first Baten Kaitos. Many of the early attack cards use the same exact artwork. Yes, I said cards. Baten Kaitos still uses card battle combat. Every weapon, spell, sundry, ducat, novelty, or quest item is magically imbibed into cards called Magnus. You can trap the essence of anything you want, like the local town gossip, and meat fit for an emperor.
Boys like you are so hard to find.
Feels like my days as a congressional page all over again. You can chain the cards together to add maximum damage, but like any card-oriented game, you're at the mercy of Lady Luck, that bitch. There are new tweaks to the card system, but the changes don't go deep enough to really make a difference.
Sagi.
Saki!
Will you shut up about Sagi?
Sagi.
Saki! Saki! Saki!
Baten Kaitos Origin is an RPG for the GameCube. That about says it all. A 3
Saki! Saki! Saki!
out of 5.
You may have won the day, but I assure you, I'll be back to settle the score.
That was the score. Now show a little wig, baby.
I think your alcoholism is starting to get in the way of your game reviews.
I don't drink because I need to drink. I drink because I like the taste. Because life is painful.
Up next, Bomberman on X-Play.
Who wants to sit on Uncle Foley's lap?
Tomorrow on Attack of the Show, we're sorting through the hottest gaming girls out there and picking a new MySpace Girl of the Week. Plus, the Wii and Zelda are breaking sales records, and we'll break it down in Game Break. And John Lair will be here live. It's Attack of the Show, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Ethnically Drews, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. In this painful post-9/11 world, we become viscerally aware of the dangers of explosives. But we can forget their numerous uses. To remember, here's a review of Bomberman.
In that crazy upside-down thought ghetto known as the warmongering male mind, we're supposed to consider some bombs as good and some bombs as bad.
Thanks for the candy bar, infidel. Hey, I think that cell phone's for you.
But our favorite forum for incendiary device placement is Bomberman. Yes, it's the Bomberman of your forefathers. His pixels are unwrinkled through time, and of course, he's still able to cause rib-stretching guffaws and entrail-shivering chortles. That is, if you think two-dimensional games about placing bombs are funny. From the bomb's early light, we can see that Konami has thankfully left the game alone in terms of the flash and glister of current graphic upgrades. It is still a Pac-Manian, Tetrasian quagmire of quick-thinking fun. If this is not your idea of mirth, the title will not convince you otherwise. Over 100 level combinations await your arrival. There's also a new feature that allows you to store multiple power-ups, which we thought just a Christina Ricci-sized slice of confusion while you are frantically anticipating your foe's next move. The real icing on the gâteau of this Bomberman is wireless multiplayer. Get 4 of your favorite flunkies and battle it out. There's also the ability to add conditions to the Frontier de Guerre. Our favorite is Power Trip Jr. There's just so many places and ways to blow things up.
Democrats are once again playing politics with the core values of the Republican Party.
Who wants to sit on Uncle Foley's lap and see what comes up?
Oh,
You gotta love an October surprise. Bomberman stays true to its roots, and its pace and variety of arenas are a nice little piece of PSP time travel. We thought the power-up storage system a skosh unwieldy in combat, and for those unconvinced by aged graphics, the title will do little in terms of changing your mind. Oh, Bomberman.
We must all come together.
Not Obama Man. We don't need a bridge builder, we need a bridge bomber. A 3 out of 5.
If you make a game smaller and allow me to play it at the dentist's office, I'm more than willing to play games that stopped being fun 3 years ago.
If only they could create a smaller, dentist-friendly version of the Bush presidency.
It's X-Plays Top 4 presented by Chic Quattro. Top 4 wannabe ninja games. Number 4, Bruce Lee, Quest of the Dragon. Was Bruce Lee a ninja? The answers are lost to scholars. Could he fight? Definitely. Is he still alive? Probably. Number 3, Naruto, Ultimate Ninja. Lesson 1. A true ninja learns not what they teach in school, but what they teach in life. Such are the ways of the ninjas, the ultimate ninjas.
Believe it! I'm a ninja! Ninja! Ninja!
Number 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They may be turtles in a half shell, but they're all ninja. Study their moves, study their habits, but mostly study their ninja ways. Except for Raphael. He's useless.
Count it off!
Number 1, Ninja Gaiden. Only when you have truly mastered the art of the ninja should you attempt to master Ninja Gaiden. Then, and only then, will you know the ninja sacred ways. We've already said too much. Or have we? Up next, Shot Online. And later, B-ballin' on X-Play.
Steve, you are way over your head.
When America needs a hero. When freedom stands alone. Let us join Special Agent Bob and Secret Agent Steve, 2 of the finest official unofficial Splinter Cells.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, come on.
We're watching that.
Shut up! Splinter Cells aren't supposed to whine like bitches.
Sorry, boss.
The NSA, in conjunction with Interpol, have found out that one of your crew members is a double agent working for Spectre.
But there's only 2 of us.
I got him. You won't be telling any secrets now, you son of a bitch.
Oh, my head. What's going on?
Oh, like you don't know, Steve. If that is your real name.
You know it's my real name. We went to elementary school together.
Did we?
Why are you doing this? Oh, Jesus.
Stay tuned for the continuing adventures of Bob and Steve.
Sonic blasts onto PlayStation Portable with intense multiplayer action. Old friends become new enemies. Go fast, go hard, or go home. Sonic Rivals, only on PlayStation Portable. Rated everyone.
Active LARPers, it's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. I hate golf. It isn't fun. However, when they said there was a golf MMO, we just had to take a look. Here's a review of Shot Online.
If I told you golf given the MMORPG treatment, this is what you'd think of.
Wow, he's taking his time.
Yeah, that's the hammer technique he learned from Arnold Palmrot.
He's been a little off this past year, hasn't he?
Good observation, yeah. He just hasn't practiced as much on the Razormane Dust Runners.
Oh, well done. That was amazing.
Very, very good work.
I think I'm gonna need a towel.
What Korea actually teed up for us is the magical world of Shot Online. It's an MMO about golf. In a golf MMO, I should ride my golf cart like a griffin through jungles of white upper-middle-class affluence, lock-ping graphite drivers with a knight in Mortal Kombat, and conjure Tiger Woods' famous filthy language instead of an arcane explosion.
Mother with and chicken.
Are you finished?
Not quite. Bitch ass ain't. I'm done.
Shot Online takes every ass.
Yeah!
As I was saying, Shot Online takes everything that is rich and interesting in a good MMO and sucks it dry. You've got basically two areas, the town center and the golf course. But what does playing golf in a massively multiplayer way actually feel like? It feels just like playing an off-brand version of Tiger Woods Online.
It.
The only camaraderie Shot Online provides is a chat window. By the way, is it improper to type while the other player is taking their shot?
That raider there's giving him some trouble.
Yeah, he's premiering a new swing in this tournament. Look at the precision in that hack.
He says he's going to dedicate this win to the son he abandoned to die in the Plague Lands 18 years ago. What a great guy.
What he doesn't know is that son was me. You, Daddy, sir.
The playing on the fairway is pretty straightforward, but putting is an absolute nightmare. You only have a percentage bar to control when making your putt. A percentage of what? Huh, Korea? Just because you live under constant threat from nuclear annihilation doesn't give you the right to make a bad putting interface. Not only are the graphics dated, but matches take forever. An 18-hole four-person game can easily take 2 hours. And who wants to watch other people's anime characters wait for their inner Bagger Vance for that long? Putt the damn ball! Now you can play Shot Online for free. That's right, for free. Of course, you can't get any of the high-level equipment without plunking extra money on the credit card or PayPal. So be ready for a chronic character disadvantage if you're on a budget. This is not what we wanted from a golf MMO. We were hoping for a persistent world, hitting other players with our golf cart, watching my Minotaur caddy carefully choose between the 5-iron and 6-iron for a tough drive. Are Dark Elves better putters? I guess we'll never know. A 2 out of 5.
We haven't seen a rookie perform this well since, when was it?
Oh, you're thinking about Jane Aspider, who won the LPWA tourney back in '81.
Whatever happened to her?
Funny story, you know. Her guild dropped her when she was convicted of running a gnome slavery ring.
Oh, that's fantastic.
They need to make a football MMO where the more powerful you get, the better trophy wife you can afford.
I just want to be famous enough that I can commit crimes with no real repercussions. And if I can't do it in real life, well, that's what fantasy's for.
Moments away, our look at this year's basketball games on X-Play.
Cassell fires one up.
Rated E to M.
They lost their pen. It's Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb.
Welcome back to X-Play. Every year we see a lot of licensed sports games. We decided to finally judge them back to back. Here's our look at the NBA games for 2007.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the energy in the air? It's time. It's basketball season. Time for hoops, the only honest, true, and real American pastime. And I've got me a serious basketball Jones. But with so many NBA games out there, how are we supposed to choose? There's NBA 2K7, NBA 07, and NBA Live 07. So which NBA action is right for me? Which is the true Shaq and which are the pretenders? Well, let's find out together in something we like to call NBA Extravaganza. Let's start off with NBA Live 07. Not the best game out there. It's a slow-moving, somewhat plotting game. And not just because Kwame Brown is here. Yet NBA Live 07 hasn't come a long way at all. It's actually a step back from previous games in the series. The best thing about the game? Commentary by family-friendly announcer Marv Albert.
Cassell fires one up.
It's just a slow-moving game. Basketball should never be slow-moving, especially when you have the greatest player to ever play the game involved. Allegedly. Yeah, we're reaching. So, for not really trying, we give NBA Live 07 2 Alonzo Mourning Kidneys out of 5.
That's it. This one's over.
Which brings us to NBA 07, featuring The Life Volume 2. Like NBA Live 07, the gameplay here is also lacking, severely lacking. It's hard to find exactly what is different from 07 than last year's NBA 06, which wasn't really a great game either. What is supposed to make this game stand out is The Life, where you follow a player through his basketball career. Just like the previous game. Not exciting then, not exciting now. We give NBA 07 2 Ginobili's out of 5. And then there's NBA 2K7. Like Shaq in his pre-riding D-Wade's coattails younger days, this one stands head and shoulders above the other two. It plays better and looks better. Though don't let Chris Kaman fool you. He always looks like that.
And he gets the 3-second call.
2K7 is the most realistic game out there. The AI plays a tougher D.
Misses it again.
Which I suppose isn't like the real NBA at all. 2K7 also steals the thunder of NBA 07's The Life, though Lord knows why, with its 24/7 mode. It's got humor.
Is that skills with an S or a Z?
Well, sort of.
Hey, Seed, you were way over your head.
NBA 2K7 hasn't changed that much since 2K6. There are subtle differences like better graphics and camera work. But when the competition for b-ball video games is so weak, the minor improvements are good enough.
Nothing but net.
That's why it gets 4 Canadian point guards out of 5. So, what have we learned? NBA 07 and NBA Live 07 are nothing but pale challengers to the championship run of 2K7. God bless America.
The Heat cruise to a win as they blow out the Suns, 91-57.
It's time for the X-Play Replay.
NASCAR 07 got a 2 out of 5.
Baton Kaito's Origins got a 3 out of 5.
Bomberman got a 3 out of 5.
Shot Online got a 2 out of 5.
NBA Live 07 got a 2 out of 5.
NBA 2K7 got a 4 out of 5.
And NBA 07 got a 2 out of 5.
And with that, we come to viewer mail time.
Today's viewer mail comes from Anthony. He writes, I am a game that has given 13 years to game playing, and I'm looking for a game that are fun for little money. My job is the tippy that will not pay much to new people into the Army, for that matter.
Yeah.
Dear Anthony, we assume you're a foreign or mentally disabled or an American public school student, but regardless, damn did we have trouble figuring out what your message meant.
Maybe we would have understood better if you'd sent us a video viewer mail. See, video viewer mail is just like regular viewer mail, except it involves shaky webcam video.
Just head on over to the old g4tv.com/xplay and send us your thoughts, your feelings, your love in the form of a nice viewer video mail.
This challenge for better production values in viewer mail comes to you from X-Play.